You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete. Intelligent System Analytic Computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Data scanned. Downloading files.
What's up, guys? You listen to episode 69 of SITREPRadio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of the Division. The Carrot's back with the launch of Update 1.7 this week, which brought on an onslaught of vanity sets and gear to collect. And we're going to be talking about that today. But first, my name is Mike, and joining me are my co-hosts, Robert.
Hello.
And Luke.
Hello.
Hope you guys are both well, and our listeners had a great week. But before we get just into the news and our thoughts on the update so far, a quick mention, Survival. There is a free Survival weekend for anybody across all platforms. All you need is the freaking game, and that starts tomorrow at about 2 p.m. GMT.
That's Friday for anybody listening actually tomorrow.
Yep. When this goes live. And I think we might play this over the weekend on PC.
Yay. Look
for anybody that doesn't know.
Somewhere in a contaminated area.
Yeah. It's like moth to the flame, but contamination zone. Anyway, let's get down to what the hell's been going on in the Division this week.
State of the game.
Just a quick word for anybody that doesn't know. I would be quite surprised if you don't. Obviously, Update 1.7 has gone live, and the global event went live with it. So, Outbreak is running at the minute, and it will end Tuesday. So, if you have not had a chance to play this new update and the global event, please make sure you get on there and try it, because it's some good fun. Update 1.7 is finally here, lads. What do we think of it so far, Robert?
It's awesome.
If you could sum it up in one word.
No, I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's like giving me a reason to play the game again. Like the commendations, really good fun to try and achieve, especially some of the silly ones, and the outbreak thing is good. It makes some of the missions different. It doesn't really suit my playstyle, as we were discussing on stream yesterday, but...
Yeah, you have a new name now. Do you want to tell the listeners what your new name is when we play the Division?
Leroy Hemsley. Leroy! Yeah. I kind of run in and die a lot. So.
That's cool, dude. Luke, I hear you've been shutting a lot of car doors.
A lot of car doors. If I'm not shutting the car doors, I'm shooting the tyres out.
And if you're not doing that, you're doing backflips like Rob over here.
I haven't got the backflip one. It's more the jump on it dance. But yeah. Emotes, tyres, and car doors. That's 1.7.
Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't have a clue what the hell that's all about, there's Commendations for all those things, and they're a lot of fun.
They are a lot of fun.
They're just real random. I know there's a few people over on Discord. Grilled Cheese 28 was like kind of a commendation for how many times I've rerolled like a stat on a piece of gear, and I've spent like 25 million. So we need some like dumbass ones in there as well. I think like to kind of troll the player base would be kind of funny. Have some patches to go with it. Yeah. Literally like the troll face meme would be quite good. Like different troll face memes to go with it.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, it's good. I think we're all back on board. It's been a lot of fun. It's been mental. Luke, how's DZ been this week? Has it been busy?
No. Not at all. Be surprised to nobody that my character loaded in when 1.7 was live in the Dark Zone. So I had a quick run around there just to see what was going on. And there was a few people in there on Tuesday night. Jumped in quickly last night just to farm a few bosses. Didn't see a single person, dude. It was like a wasteland in there.
Wow. Yeah, I think you said to me, Rob, like everybody's obviously off doing PvE at the minute, which is awesome. And then the weeks, prior to this general global event. Everyone's going to be trying to figure out builds from what they've obtained over this last week.
So it's just a bit strange because like all the other updates we've had, like the Dark Zone has been the place to be to get the best loot. Well, most efficient place to get the best loot. So it's kind of
anybody screaming for like PvE content, this is what they've been shouting for, and you finally got it. You know, everyone was like so pissed about. Was it 1.5 was all about meta balance a little bit, and obviously survival, but it was more aimed at PvP players, and then 1.6 with Last Stand and that. So this is definitely dedicated to the PvE players, because that's all I've done this week for the past 2-3 days. I'm back. It's awesome. I'm having so much fun, and I want to say like thanks massive for the game's just so much fun again. It really is. It's real fun, and it's like you're playing it. We were playing it last night. I was saying to you guys, I hate myself. It sounds wrong, but like we're playing exactly the same stuff, but it's so much fun, and I can't explain why. It makes no sense.
It's the splooshes.
It's the sploosh, which we have now nicknamed headshots.
I'm glad you explained that.
Before we move on, in the Dark Zone, is the splooshes a thing? Can you still sploosh things?
If you get the headshot kill, you get the sploosh animation, but it's not 2-tap.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Right.
It's also the same in Underground, I think, wasn't it, Mike, last night? The sploosh if you get the headshot kill, but again, not 2-tap.
Yeah, and just like we've been playing PC for like the last month, so for anybody that's been like watching our streams, I know Rob, you're pretty much back on board because, or back on form, should I say? Because you had like you had a few hours on Tuesday when this got released.
7 hours on Tuesday.
7 hours, not as long as somebody else that we know called Spider, but he had a few hours alongside Elmo. I say few, it was 12. Yeah. So you've obviously got your aiming from console to PC to console
again, definitely.
Yeah, I went back in and I was like, whoa, this is all over the place. What the hell is going on? What is this controller thing and how do I use it? But as Luke said, it's like riding a bicycle, and you get back and you get the hang of it. The only thing I do miss is 60 frames per second, but I'm not.
For me, it's just getting the hang of the input lag, because like, it's quite weird how noticeable it is. Like compared to a keyboard and mouse, there's quite a lot of like you move the stick and then there's not a couple of seconds, but like the triggers are quite slow to react. I don't know. Maybe my controller's just not had it. No.
Luke, quick question. I know we all played Division on Saturday night. How did you find playing like just straight up Division on PC for like a whole night?
I enjoyed it.
Say it.
Go on, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I say a whole night, but it was like, was it 2-3 hours in the end?
Yeah, it was like a couple of hours. We had a few technical difficulties, didn't we, again, which seemed to be plaguing us last week or so. No, I enjoyed it. It is a very different game on PC. I think we said it on stream, it's almost like they designed it for PC, ported it to console, but it's not one of those games that didn't port very well. It's a brilliant port on PlayStation. Obviously, we've got thousands of hours between the three of us on PlayStation, but it definitely gained something on PC. I just need to get used to mouse and keyboard because it's been years since I've properly played mouse and keyboard. So,
yeah, Rob, what did you say about the port on console this week? I can't remember what you said.
I don't remember either. Was I drunk?
On PC.
You're always drunk.
Not always drunk. It's not true.
No, it was something. What was it you said? It was something like the PC game was amazing, and it felt like the game was made for PC, and as much of a good job they did for like PS4 and obviously Xbox, it was more of an afterthought. I think you said
maybe
something like that, but yeah, it's been really good. And yeah, obviously we streamed on Saturday, and I think the DCW went quite well over the weekend. And what else? We've obviously been streaming. Myself and Rob have been streaming this week with update 1.7. So I just want to say huge thank you to everyone that's been checking out the streams this week. It's been awesome to see you out there. Rob, you have a huge shout out to give.
Yes, thank you to a certain viewer, Russian Chuck Norris, who gave me a very large, a very generous amount of a donation. Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, and Weezer, dude.
Oh yeah, Weezer
dropped in your stream.
gave me $10 as well. Thank you, Weezer. I need to update my thing with like my Twitch thing with top donators because I hadn't had any before. So
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much, guys. And also, huge thanks to Weezer for dropping in last night into our stream while we were doing some Underground and just generally talking about his thoughts on Update 1.7.
I missed Weezer.
Generally having a chat with us.
I went to bed early. Boo.
Obviously, very quickly, huge shout out to Reaper UK76, who's obviously been following Rob's streams and helping us through as a +1 on Underground and some other missions, and also Napalm last night.
Yeah, we got to play. I got to play with him this week. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And Luke, you enjoyed Napalm, didn't you, last night?
That's the second time I've done Napalm this week. It was actually easier with you and Reaper and whoever that random matchmaking guy was than it was with Spider and his crew. Yeah, so shout out to you, Spider. You suck. But yeah, that mission's sweaty, dude. And it's one of those that you're getting a lot of lag in. I think we said, last week, maybe the week after, that I was quote-unquote bragging that I've never had lag in this game. It found me, and it found me hard. It was serious lag in Napalm. Just status effects everywhere and not able to move for literal seconds. It was terrible.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad. I felt like I was just squishy as hell and going down every 2 seconds. Obviously, it's a legendary mission, and we were running it on, what was it, like the critical outbreak is the max I think you can put on there modifier wise. But yeah, it was really good. It did take a while to complete, and we were effectively running with two kind of random people.
Yeah, I don't think we grouped up with Reaper before last night, had we? And then the matchmaking guy
me and Mike
was
played with
obviously
him on
random.
Tuesday, I think.
Did he? All right. Okay.
Yeah. I will say this. I can definitely tell when I'm back playing the Division because I'm back to late nights again. It was, 1:30 in the morning. Welcome home, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome home.
That was 2 nights in a row.
I've definitely been enjoying my lunchtime naps at work.
Okay, so we all loaded in, obviously, Tuesday. Did anybody have any issues loading in to the actual game?
No.
I got stuck. I didn't, but then I got dealt it and I was stuck in a queue that
how many?
It was like 13,000. But it was
13,000 people. When was the last time that any of us got stuck in a queue of 13,000 people? That's mental. What, survival? If that?
I don't think I've ever been in a queue that high for the Division. Even like back to vanilla and stuff.
Yeah, what this reminds me of is like the days when Destiny gets updates.
Yeah, Taken King. That's last time I got stuck in a long queue.
And yeah, it's kind of like that. And the whole community's trying to get on at the same time, and it's just nobody can get in. So it's been real awesome to see like a lot of people back playing the game, whether it's new players or old players. Reddit, social media has all been afire with so many like nice things to say about the update. Yeah, obviously there's problems, and I don't want to really kind of crap on it too much, but this update is awesome and it's a lot of fun, and the community being back and being very happy. Even, we're 3 days in at this point, and normally it's within a day, 24 to 48 hours. We normally get like, this is a game breaking bug and we can't play it. You've ruined everything. And it's just like, it's nice to have a lot of very happy people at this point. I think they're back on board, and hopefully this gives a huge enough reception for them to kind of be like 1.8. Let's bring it on. Vanity items, guys. Did you get any decent vanity items this week?
Yeah, got lots of stuff. We always got a full set of like a lot of things, but like I'm missing all the high end hats, which just sucks.
All right, okay. I really
want the red beret. Really, really, really want that. Really.
Oh, what, the tactician's beret?
Really, really want it.
Yeah. What did I get? I got a striker vest. That striker vest is awesome, and I got a couple other bits as well. can't remember if I got any tack stuff, but got a sweet, was it the blue snapback hat? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get anything pretty good?
The pork pie hat's pretty cool. I like that. I might have to rock that for a while. But
I think I said to you guys last night, there was some dude that was like pork pie hat, tactician's trousers, and some random ass shoes. He said he looked like a bell end, but he's gonna rock it anyway. And I was like, that's won my day.
Well, our one of our Discord mods, Boris, he's got a nice bright orange, and it's almost luminescent orange plaid stripy shirt. I want that. I'm going to wear that.
I think I got that. Yeah, it's lush.
Yeah, as soon as I unlock that and the snapback, I'm going to wear both of those. They won't go together, but I don't give a shit.
Oh.
And the apparently the Macarena is now a emote. I've seen that trending on Twitter. Well, not trending on Twitter, but I've seen that flying around on Twitter a bit today. I so want that emote.
I don't think I got any emotes.
No, I haven't yet.
Rare.
Yeah, I saw the Macarena one. I was like, oh, that's the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so obviously we've all opened encrypted caches. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but I keep saying general. I don't know why I keep saying general. I think it's General Electric for GE. But yeah, global event credits. How are we finding farming them so far? How do you feel about how many are dropping like after the PTS and things like that? And are they dropping enough? Or do you think they're dropping too much? Or how do you feel about it, guys?
I think it's in a fairly good spot. I know Luke was worried about it being a bit generous, and like people like a lot of the streamers have already got full sets, but I haven't yet. So it's good. It's good for like slightly casual players, I guess. Not that we've been playing that casually this week, but I don't know. Luke?
I think I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't think we play anything casually. I just want to say that. As much as we like to think we do,
we're not playing it like 8 hours a day. Well, I did on Tuesday, but like we don't do it for a living. That's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah. No, I think the drop rate of the credits is in a good place. I think the classifieds are still a bit generous, but I know we're never going to agree on that, even between the three of us, let alone across the community. So I'm not even going to go there. But yeah,
I'm not too sure about that because I mean I've got, I don't know, I can't remember how many caches I've opened, but bear in mind I've been playing 2 days. I've been farming just as much as you guys, maybe not as much as Rob. But I've got maybe, I think I've got 2-3 pieces of Deadeye and 1 piece of Final Measure. It's not a great amount, if you know what I mean. Obviously, it's only 2 days, and we've still got till Tuesday. But like chances for me personally, I might not play as much as everybody else between now and Monday. So my issue is I've got other things I need to get on with, so I'm not going to be able to play during the event, which is therefore I'm missing out. So the drop rate for me is a bit more challenging. But then that's my point. That's from my perspective. I don't want it to be the same for everybody else. The only thing I could see them changing this maybe in the future is slightly having a percentage increase of credits for the events as the week goes on. So for players that kind of get to like the end part of the weekend, they can kind of buy a few more classified caches that will basically effectively kind of bring them on par with like the people that bought them like at the beginning of the week, that they were able to grind it out for the whole week. I know it's a bit shaky whether that would work or not, but it's, you know, just an idea. But yeah, best places to farm at the minute seem to be Clear Sky. I know there was a cheese, hopefully. Well, that has actually been fixed now, according to State of the Game this week. But yeah, Hudson, Lexington seem to be the best missions to run at the minute. Rob, which missions have you really run this week?
Amherst is pretty good if you're solo. Like you can do that.
That's
you
always
can
been
run
pretty
through
quick,
the
hasn't it?
hard mission pretty much. To the end.
I'm gonna say don't do underground.
No.
We literally just got the
Boss drops.
Yeah, we literally just got the global event tokens from the boss drops, which ended up being what, 300?
Yeah, 150 per boss, which is exactly the same as the light zone, isn't it? Which is a shit ton faster than doing underground. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
But
We might as well.
I will say another thing that the Commendations have done is made underground a bit more relevant again, because there are quite a lot of commendations to go after for the underground. So I can see me getting down there next week after the global event is finished, which, again, people that listen to this podcast regularly will know that underground is my least favourite activity on the game. So that's good.
Okay, I know we kind of briefly talked about commendations. Are you guys enjoying the commendations? Have you got a favorite patch or anything that you've had drop, or is there anything that you're kind of working towards for completion at the minute, or just everything? Luke, I know you're a bit of a completionist and you'll be working towards everything, but
yeah, I'm going after them all. I find myself every time we get back to the terminal after a mission or a run of farming GE credits, is just have a quick look at the commendations and see what I've worked towards, see what I can change up on my playstyle to try and get new ones. But the patch I'm wearing at the moment is the slight variation on the shade patch for killing 750 rogues.
Ah, nice.
I like that one.
Robert, what patch are you wearing at the minute?
I'm rocking a. I don't know. It's one of the underground ones. I think it may be from getting to level 40 on the underground. It's like a red with like a cat's paw, like a tiger's paw on it. It's pretty cool. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I did see that last night. Yeah. And I'm running the SHD Sausage Party patch.
Of course you are.
I only put mine on because it's reminded me of Thundercats.
Sunday Cats.
Oh.
Sunday Cats, not Thundercats.
Yeah, Thundercats, as in the cartoon from the 80s.
I was just checking. But yeah, the combinations are awesome. Obviously, it's it means different things to different people. I'm probably not somebody that will chase all the combinations down. But then it's there for people that do want to do that. And they're tied to what they call the fragment keys, cipher keys. So you get fragments from combinations.
There are at least 2 that I know I will never get.
Really?
Yeah. Win a game of Last Stand using only a shotgun. Yeah, thanks, Massive. And another one that's tied to shotguns that's just completely gone out of my memory. But yeah, it's just thanks, Massive. Shotgun trolling 2.0.
Is the patch a troll face?
No.
With the shotgun?
It should be.
Across it.
The one for doing winning a game of Last Stand with only a shotgun is 2 shotgun pellets. So it's not even the best patch, but yeah. I kind of want them all, and I just know I'm not going to get that one.
I'm willing to let it slide if you really need it, dude.
If it's literally the only one left, I will chase after it, but I can't ever see me winning a game of Last Stand using just a shotgun, let alone want to do it.
Sounds brutal, bloody using shotgun. I don't think I could do it. I could try, but yeah.
But it's just your team that has to win, right?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Is it just your team, or do you have to be top of the leaderboard?
I think you have to be top of the leaderboard.
Oh shit!
I'll reread it and come back to you on that one. But yeah, I think you have to top the leaderboard. I think it's a.
Well, if anybody wants to donate to help Luke get a Cronus Max,
yeah, thanks, dude.
I'm only joking.
I think it's definitely going to be a Lone Star double Cassidy sort of build to run after that one. I think, but we'll see.
Or check out the classified Lone Star. That could be interesting.
Sorry, yeah, that's the one I meant. Sorry, yeah.
But yeah. Speaking of shotguns, Lone Star, and all that, meta guys, how can we see the meta playing out? Obviously, it's early days. Are we seeing anything kind of significant already within the first 48 hours? I mean, obviously things haven't changed too much. Luke, I know you've been in PvP activities. What have you been rocking in the DZ?
Oh. Because I loaded in on Tuesday and was in the Dark Zone, I thought I'd try and put a new build together. So I did a 3-piece Banshee, 2-piece Predator's Mark, Ninja Bag build. So obviously that procced the 4-piece and the 3-piece talents. And I can see that being quite popular. I'm not certain I've built mine quite right. I've made it perhaps a bit too balanced. I should have gone for maybe more firearms. I need to work on that a bit, but I've only got 2 ninja bags, so I was limited on that one as well. Matt Goes Book and the Clancy Elites, they just yesterday they did Division Build Wednesdays. They fire a load of builds out. There's some interesting stuff floating around the community for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few I saw. I'm not sure if it was over on the Clancy Elites page or not, but it was something like 2 Predators, 2 Banshee, obviously the Ninja Backpack. For those that don't know, it is actually in the loot pool and it is dropping. Does anybody know whereabouts it's dropping? It's just literally everywhere by the sounds of it.
I don't know, mate. I've seen people get it from the superior global event caches, but I don't know where it drops in the quote-unquote open world, so...
Yeah, nice. But yeah, the 2-piece Predator, Banshee, Ninja Backpack, and I'm guessing it's a Reckless chest. Or I'm seeing some people say Rapid, but then
probably Vigorous to be fair for PvP.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep that over here. I am very much wanting to put together a 2-piece final, 2-piece Firecrest, 3-piece TAC Ninja build as well. Just troll the shit out of the DZ with a fire turret with that one. Which again is a Commendations thing because you need to burn 100 players. So
yeah, I kind of want to build
it like that.
2-piece TAC, 3-piece Reclaimer as well. I think that would be good for a healer build.
Yeah, all that skill haste.
Yeah, obviously Deadeye is one of the classified gear sets that is going to be, well sought after in this week. Apparently 6-piece isn't amazing, so I'm seeing a lot of people kind of go with a 5-piece classified Deadeye gear set running, I can't remember what it was, Reckless chest. I think it was Reckless chest with that. I'm seeing a lot of people. Speaking of which, apparently Marco Style has a 1.5 million DPS Deadeye build, which sounds mental. This is without it being buffed.
That's no buffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's being able to shoot 300k.
I saw the screenshot of it on Twitter because he put 1.7 Deadeye balanced and then the smiley face troll thing you can do with the keyboard that's not an emoji. He was in cover, so I assumed he was on like smart cover or something, but obviously not.
I can't vouch for that. I'm just going off what I've read, but that sounds insane, so...
Yeah. RIP.
We have to see how that plays out, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Stay way away from anybody with a sniper rifle.
Yeah. And I guess really, like, the final thing, we're only literally, like, 2-3 days in it, so we can only really say so much about the update. Very quickly, just kind of carry on from last week. Encrypted caches. How do you guys feel now they're actually properly in the game, live, not on PTS anymore? Do you have an issue with it, Rob, or how do you feel they're kind of working? Are they rewarding to the players? Do you feel as much anger?
No, I think they've done a good job. I watched the video where Wids bought 40 caches and opened them one after the other. But after a while, he kept getting like he only bought 40, but he ended up opening like a lot more than that because after a while he was getting duplicates, and he just kept getting more and more. But he managed to get all the sets and get the spacesuit as well, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I think that's in a good place as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, I can't remember if we mentioned it not last week. I know I definitely mentioned it on the stream last night or the night before. These loot boxes, yeah, it's unfortunate they put them in the game and everyone's kicking up a huge fuss, but this is bog standard for most games nowadays. Games like Overwatch, you can buy the game for £25. How long has that game been out? A year, and it's got free update content. And they're adding new maps, new DLC. Now, I know, obviously, Year 2 is in early days, but we are getting free updates. That's what it is. And whether we're going to get this for the future or not, is going to be, it's obviously going to be based on this microtransaction system. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you don't need to buy into the microtransaction system. You can grind for keys in the game, and like you get 10 given to you straight away. I think I've earned like 5-6 in the past 2 days, and I've just gone and used them, and it doesn't bother me. I'm not that sort of person to be like, I need to open another one, but it doesn't bother me. And it goes the same for other games. Every time people go back to Overwatch when the events go live, what was it, every couple of weeks, 6 weeks, something like that, for vanity gear, which is earned through the loot boxes. And you have to do stuff in game to achieve them, or you can buy them, but it's down to the player at the end of the day. I don't see any problem with it. It's unfortunate that people keep bringing it up on social media as a topic of conversation to try and stay relevant. That is something that is annoying me. Yeah, it is a problem, and I'm sorry, but it's how people are, it's how people are surviving. And yeah, even if the game has been out for this long, it doesn't matter that they've introduced it. I can't see it as being a problem, but that's me. I'm probably a bit more. I'm not as much of a gambler.
If it is a problem, then it's a problem in the whole industry, not just this game. So
yeah, I think that's the literally what you said. That is a perfect comment. It's not just this game; it's everywhere. And if you want to kick up a fuss in general across the board, and don't buy them. Talk with your money, not just your mouth, and then buy them 5 minutes later.
Yeah, like Rob says, it's a problem industry-wide, but it's obviously a model that's working. If people weren't buying them, they wouldn't release them in other games, would they? So, whatever. I'm with you, Mike. I haven't bought one, and I probably never will, but that's me.
No, but I've said to you guys before, when microtransactions got introduced, was it the beginning of this year or end of last year? I can't remember. Obviously, there was a huge hoo-ha before the game came out. No microtransactions are going to be introduced. It's all been wrote down on interviews, and people keep pulling it up. But we've seen in other games. Destiny, yes, I know, I'm sorry, we keep using it as an example, but this is the closest thing to this game that we have, apart from Diablo. Diablo, I think, might have microtransactions, but I don't know Diablo enough to actually confirm that. But Destiny does, and Destiny only got free updates. I say free updates because everybody was buying the vanity stuff and all the emotes and things like that, and it helped the game whilst they waited for the sequel to come out.
PUBG.
I don't see what the big deal is.
PUBG is still early access, and that's got microtransactions recently. Overwatch has got microtransactions. I'm not certain, but has Battlefield got microtransactions? I think COD does, doesn't it?
COD definitely does.
I think you can buy battle packs. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can buy battle packs which unlock like medals and stuff.
It's medals and weapon skins and stuff, isn't it?
Pretty sure Battlefield allows you to buy weapon packs, doesn't it? Like to advance in the game. Pay to win.
I completely agree with the vanity system in regards to like getting duplicates and things like that. Just implement a system where if you want to buy something, you buy it. I can completely understand that point of view, but we're not getting it. Unfortunately, they don't want to give us that. It's not a successful model. You think it would be, but this is what we've got, and I don't see it as being a huge deal. You can grind. The fact that you can actually grind for the keys is one of the best. It's one of the counter arguments.
Fucking vanity items. Who gives a shit?
My exact attitude, dude. Well done,
dude. I've got I can't even remember what the credits are in game for the premium vendor. Like I've still got the 370 that was given ages ago.
Well done.
That's it. I haven't used them, but that's me. Okay, I got problems.
We all got problems, dude.
We all got problems, dude.
It's your catchphrase.
First world problems. Yeah. Thanks to Dum Dum. But yeah, obviously the Division wouldn't be the game we all know and love without some minor issues that have cropped up over the past week since update 1.7 was released. A few downsides that I've noticed personally, major frame rate drops in, what was the mission we ran last night, Rob? Was that Hudson?
Yeah.
The minute I got into that mission, my I can't let you talk. PS4 went to shit. It is on stream. I should probably clip it and send it over
And
to
Amherst. You
Division
struggle on
forums.
Amherst as well.
Yeah, I had to reboot my PS4, and after that it was absolutely fine. But that is an issue. Obviously, Luke, you said you had a bit of lag. Healing skills still seem to be an issue. I don't know if anyone's had a problem with that this week.
Not personally, no.
Underground, we've already talked about that. Just going back to global event credits and how in some areas they're not as good as others. Survival seems to be the main factor from this. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think it would be quite cool to have like a set amount as an outcome, and then if you gain bonus, obviously survival caches and stuff like that, but basically hit targets throughout, you get additional. Obviously the only downside with that is we know people can do it in 20 minutes. So if we can figure out how long it's going to take somebody to earn, so like 750 credits, you should be able to earn maybe 750 to 1,000 credits per run, because it's 20 minutes of a time. That's like 2 runs of Lex or God knows what.
Tie the general, I'm doing it now, general global event credits rewards to the amount of time you're actually in survival. Because there is a timer that you get points for, isn't there, for the amount of time survived. Reward you on that. If you want to do a speed run,
you have to cap it though.
Oh yeah, fine, cap it at 1,500, like a legendary or something daft like that. If you survive for what's the maximum, like 2 hours, whatever it is. So if you want to speed run it in 20 minutes, fine, whatever. Do it in 20 minutes and keep doing it in 20 minutes. If you want to play it for an hour and a half and stay out of the contaminated areas, then yeah, fine, do that as well.
Yeah. Rob, any more thoughts?
I don't. No, I don't think survival's meant for me. It's not designed for grinding. That's the one thing I disagree with. I just think it's if you want to play that, it's just for that play mode. It's not really for looting.
No, I agree. It's just that if you're going to use it as an option for farming, at least make it viable at the end of the day for the people that are spending the time in there. I mean, obviously this thing's only around for a week and people are going in there thinking it's going to be worthwhile. And
it sounds like it's on par with like Underground and Last Stand, so...
Yeah, if they want you back in the open world, that's it at the end of the day, don't they?
If you buff survival too much, then people are going to moan that you're not getting enough in the dark zone. And then if you buff the dark zone, you're not getting enough in the underground. And then you're not getting enough in Last Stand. And it's just a violent circle, isn't it? So it'd
be quite cool if they rotate it around areas, maybe, but we'll see. Shotguns apparently are still an issue. Hearing from Reddit, the RPM's still a pain in the ass, but we'll have to see how that pans out in the next few weeks. They said they might... Yes, #chunts. It is saying on State of the Game they might try and get a client-side patch out, like a little bit of a balance pass. I don't know. We'll have to see if that gets adjusted. Obviously, grenades. Anybody had problems with grenades this week?
No.
The legendary invisible stagger grenades are still a thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the amount of grenaders we've had on certain missions. I'm pretty sure we were in a mission Tuesday night and there was like 5 grenaders stood side by side next to each other. And it was like, okay, we can't move at all. And I'm dead.
Well, it was the HVTs, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Yeah. But that's kind of standard anyway, though.
Yeah. Mentioned on the State of the Game this week, obviously masks have been introduced, but unfortunately they've been linked to the global event leaderboard. How do you guys feel about this issue before we go into further details?
Are
you fussed at the fact that you have to be in the top tier or the middle or bottom tier to get these actual masks?
I think it's a good idea, but I don't think this is the only way you should be able to get them.
Agreed.
I'm going to be controversial and say that I honestly don't give a shit because I don't even think the masks look that good.
Yeah, I think that's
shots fired.
Shots fired
for like a week and then realise they look stupid and then take them off.
Well, Luke, we do know, however, that they're going to rotate masks, so you might get some good masks. We might get that freaking hockey mask.
If there's a mask that I want, then yeah, I might be annoyed. Yeah. Like I say, it was controversial and it's quite selfish, but I don't care.
They said on the State of the Game that there's going to be 3 for each global event. So, I mean, these ones are look kind of cleanerish style, don't they? So it's probably going to be tied to styles of the enemy. So I don't know what.
Get some like Riker masks or something like that.
Don't know.
But yeah, basically the masks at the minute are assigned to specific tiers. Tier 1 actually being the lowest, not the highest as previously thought. And you have to be in the top 50% of the player base to earn the mask. And then tier 2 is top 15. Tier 3 is top 5%.
Just to put in there, on the state of the game, they didn't say top 50% for tier 1. They said everyone would get a tier 1, no matter what.
Yeah.
But
well, you would think.
If you go on the leaderboards, it doesn't say that.
No. I kind of agree with you. They should have them there. Or have the top 1%, instead of it dropping there, have it drop from like completion of all the commendations or something. You've maxed out all your commendations. Here's a mask.
Yeah.
Obviously they want. I can understand why they want people to do this, because they're trying to. There's the carrot on the stick, and everyone's complaining about it. Maybe it's just me, but I mean, I'm playing the game and having fun. I'm playing it completely different to some other people out there. I'm not complaining about the masks. If I get one, I get one.
The trouble is the bar's so high because this game attracts a lot of streamers and YouTubers, which I had a quick look on the PC leaderboard. Like Marco Styles is up there in top 20, I think it is. Maybe higher than that, they said that a lot of the top people on that may be cheaters as well, because someone's getting 22,000. Number one is 24,000 GE credits an hour, which is just
that's the only
insane.
downside to having something attached to leaderboards. People try cheating it. They're trying. I can't think what else they've been doing. Obviously cheating Clear Sky. There's other things that they've been doing now. I can't think off the top of my head what they are, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see if it changes for the next global event.
I hope it does.
Yeah, we'll have to see. If not, hopefully we get one. Either way, as they said. Awkward pause.
You don't have to say anything. You just don't talk.
You ruined it. You spoke through the awkward pause.
I know.
You should have farted instead.
Global events. Is everybody having fun so far?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So that being the case, when would you like them to return?
In 3 weeks, like they're going to.
How do you feel about the community asking for them to come back a lot sooner? I've seen a lot of people say every other week.
That's too much. But I think, because they hinted at doing weekends, I think that would be a good idea.
No.
Only because you don't play at the weekend.
No. Exactly. But I'm not the only one out there. That's unfair. A lot of people have time with family at weekends. Yeah. No, I disagree. I don't think it should be a weekend thing, because it's one of the things that stopped me from playing Trials on Destiny. Because to be like and farm the hell out of it, chunt. You have to be on all weekend. It's like 4 days constantly, and like you're not gonna.
What if it was a 4-day weekend,
during the week,
like Friday to Monday? Because then you'd at least get Monday. A little bit on Friday.
I'd at least get Monday. Cheers, Rob. I might get at least one freaking classified item.
I just think that's a good idea, because then you're not.
All right, I'll say this: if they do it like Iron Banner does. They do a 4-day weekend, and by the time you get to Monday, you get increased global event tokens. That's the only way.
That's a good idea. Yes, definitely. No, but like, I wouldn't say like every weekend after this week is up. I mean, like just the middle weekend. Like you'll have a week, 2 weeks of nothing, then that weekend, and then a week off, and then be a different outbreak or a different global event.
Yeah, I think maybe if they run it for a shorter amount of time, but run it a bit more, like if they're going to run the same one twice, because it's something they actually said on stream, that they won't be able to bring the next one forward, but what they can do is run one again that's already...
Yeah, that's what I mean, just do a weekend, like
been
in
out.
the middle.
Just, yeah.
People need to be careful of asking for it too often so that they don't burn themselves out straight away. Because everybody's really enjoying it because it's brand new. It's a new shiny thing. Look at this. It's really fun. Let's play it for 2 weeks solid. No. You'll be really bored of it after next week. So have a couple of weeks off and then play the different one when it comes out.
Yeah.
It's like eating the same meal for like a week.
Exactly.
Eventually it just starts tasting like cardboard.
You didn't know. Cold pizza would taste like cardboard.
Cold pizza's awesome. What are you doing?
No, like 3-day-old pizza, maybe.
That's probably moldy. You probably should shut that.
Dude, yeah, ain't nobody got time to wait for 3-day-old pizza.
Don't judge me. But the case being, I could eat pizza every day. Anyway, this isn't a pizza podcast.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, because I'm not drunk.
Oh, true. Me neither.
Really?
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I like it in the minute. Obviously, the player base is in flux. There's a fluctuation. There's other games coming out. It's kind of nice that we've got this event that we can go and play the shit out of for a week. Then you have like the hardcore people that are going to stay behind, look at all their loot and what they've got, work out new meta and PvP and God knows what else on the lead up to 1.8. But it also gives people a break and doesn't feel like they're hanging around to do stuff. They can just go away. Like, you know, we've all been playing like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I've completed Bioshock, and like we've all been doing different stuff. But the minute this dropped, we dropped everything and we're back. And I kind of like that.
Yeah, me too.
And I still don't think I'd have that same appeal if it was on a weekend, unless they increased the global event tokens. But that's my situation compared to yours. But I don't feel like I'm the only one out there. Like someone else we know, Cap, he's flying all around all the time. When is he going to get a chance to play it? And there's got to be other people out there as well that will be in the same situation. So obviously it's difficult to set a schedule in the first place.
Double cash weekend.
Or maybe they could run it for a week and then bring it back for a weekend a week later, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
It's literally
like not a week later, but like, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to see it come back too soon.
No. I'm in agreement with you on that one.
Yeah, I need to go play Warframe.
Warframe. that you mean Destiny?
Oh yeah, shit, that's out soon, isn't it?
I don't know. I think you were calling Warframe Destiny the other day. Classified gear drops after the global event. For those that don't know, they will be in the loot pool. However, they're going to be very rare. I hope.
Rocking horse shit.
I hope they're going to be as much chance of getting one as Rob had getting a Barrett's chest the first time around.
Nah.
No offense. I just mean I want low percentage drop. Right?
High-low?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Late nights, dude. Late nights.
But we've heard that before as well, haven't we? So we'll have to see. But yeah, whatever. I'm not getting into the loot drop argument.
No.
But going back to what you're saying about the global events being more regular, etc., you're never going to please everybody with whatever, whichever way they do it, are they? Because like, I don't like the loot drops being so generous. You two are okay with it. Some of us want the global events on weekends. Some of us don't. You know, and there's only fucking 3 of us here, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's difficult, and that's obviously like something they've had huge discussions about and asked the community. Well, they must have asked the ETF, and you've got different types of players in there, and blah blah blah. We'll just have to see when it comes back and what they do for the future. But I wouldn't be too happy if it was literally just on a weekend, because what are we going to play during the week?
PUBG.
That sounds wrong. Yeah. Anyway, maintenance. Yeah, stuff got fixed.
Yeah, good job, Mike. That's it. Maintenance done. Tick that box.
You've turned into
Cool.
Rob.
Yeah.
How was it?
I was going to say Rob maintenance, but
I would have done the
I
same
thought I'd
thing.
save you the trouble.
Shit was broke. It's not broke anymore.
Global event token rewards for completing a mission has now been fixed because people weren't actually able to receive them all the time, and the M700 kept jamming due to the RPM, which they've now applied to all weapons.
I had that last night in Napalm. That's quite annoying, to be fair.
Did you take it apart and clean it?
Several times, yeah. It was while I was picking you up from being dead.
Ah, nice. Which time?
All of them. Every single one.
Oh, God. I looked at my freaking desk last night. It was like 66. It's like, Jesus Christ. What has happened? Anyway, before we leave you on today's episode, anything, guys, that we've been up to this week that you want to just kind of throw out there?
No.
Before we leave. Rob, you been playing Warframe?
Oh, yeah, I played Warframe at the beginning of the week. Yeah, I'm still loving that game. Can't wait to get back to it.
Liar.
Luke, anything?
No, I've literally played nothing else this week. I think I've managed about 90 minutes on Lawbreakers, and then it's been Division on PC and Division on PS4.
Yeah. I had to start another character on PC, so it's 3 characters now. 2 of them still not leveled up past freaking level 20. But yeah, that was for Saturday stream on PC, so that was some good fun getting that. Going back to Brooklyn. Was it Brooklyn? It's Brooklyn, isn't it?
Start with, yeah.
Yeah, and just playing that through again. And obviously, anybody that listened to last week's episode, I've been playing Bioshock. So finally done. Finished the first episode of the Buried at Sea DLC. I've got one more episode to play, and that's it. I have to see what's next. However, we did throw something out in chat last night when we were streaming. Destiny episode. Do we want to do a Destiny episode? I think it'd be quite funny. We have to explain to Luke in about 30 minutes, or probably less, knowing us, what the story of the first Destiny.
It won't take that long.
No.
There isn't much story.
There's a catch. You have to do it drunk.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, it's easy for you.
Are we doing that Destiny 2 launching? Or is that sort of like, we'll have 20 minutes explaining Destiny 1 and then we'll talk about playing Destiny 2 and then perhaps even talk about the Division on a Division podcast?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
No,
unless we put it as a
it'll
special
be
episode.
like a one-off special edition, right? It won't be one of the weekly ones. It'll be like...
Well, we'll see. Let us know what you think. Give us a tweet or an email or hit us up on Facebook and let us know.
Spectrum.
But yeah.
We need your opinion on this, dude.
Yeah. That's it, I think, for this week. Obviously, we're all back.
We could even call it...
it
SITREPRadio in orbit.
Ooh.
We'd have to ask the in orbit guys if we could borrow that, though.
Cross-network fighting.
It's just pulling a funny face.
He really doesn't like that idea, does he?
You don't like my name? You don't like the name? Okay, we won't use that.
No, it's just letting you go, dude. I try keeping you on track. Can't do it sometimes. Just can't
That's
do
your
it.
job.
So I just let you roll.
It's like herding kittens.
Kittens? Christ. I'm going to be honest, neither of you look like kittens. Anyway.
Well, harsh.
That's enough about kittens.
Like a ghost.
Fuck it. Let's end this bit. Robert, where can the listeners find us?
You can find us at SITREPRadio on Twitter and Facebook. Tweet us with the hashtag TeamSITREP, as we're usually affiliated with that one. Usually? We are always affiliated with that hashtag. If you have any questions or feedback for the show, send them to our email address, which is sitrepRadiopod@gmail.com.
You can...
we did get... Sorry to cut you off there. We did get an email.
What, just one?
I will say... Yeah, we did.
Where's it from?
from Chuck Cunningham. And I'm going to say, dude, honestly, rip into us as much as you want. We do it to each other all the time. I think we were even talking about a discussion, something like that, on stream this week. We were like, oh, yeah, we went out for a drink and started ripping into each other, talking about this, that, and the other. And they were like, isn't that just this stream? I was like, oh, yeah, shit. So keep going, dude. It doesn't matter. We're all for it.
Did we say we're streaming some of the free Survivor weekend? Or did we already say that? It's been a long podcast and I'm really tired.
I can't remember. Yeah, this is like
I'll
Jesus Christ. We're at 55.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Saturday night, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I should really be more organised. Anyway, you can find this
drunk.
trash podcast at any of the following platforms. iTunes and Apple Podcasts platforms. Jesus Christ. This is your fault, Mike. iTunes and Apple Podcasts on iOS devices, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, Overcast, Stitcher, Player.fm, Pocket Casts, RSS feeds, and please rate, review, and subscribe. Just don't review this bit. Thank you.
And if you want to burn down the podcast, make sure you go to Mash Those Buttons and Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and go check out some of the other podcasts that are a part of the Mash Those Buttons family that don't tend to kill the show at the end.
And don't forget you can
on a weekly basis.
And don't forget you can always check out the episode on YouTube. And
where?
Eh? What? What'd you say?
Where?
YouTube. The tube of views.
Oh, it's all going to shit.
What did I say? Did I say something wrong?
No, it's him.
Okay. Yeah, leave a comment and subscribe. That'd be awesome. We need more subscribers on YouTube. There's not many of them.
Thanks, YouTube subscribers that are currently subscribing. Yeah, and
like
I think I need to do a shout out. I don't know if the dude's going to be checking out this week's video that Rob kindly puts up every week. Pretty sure the dude's name is Eric Berry. He puts up a nice comment every week. So huge shout out to you, dude. Thanks for checking out the videos.
Thanks for watching.
That being the case, thank you for listening. We hope you're enjoying update 1.7 if you already start playing it. If not, get on it, and we will catch you in the division. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.